And I just got a little pineapple delivery thanks to my boyfriend. This week I've been working remotely from Samara, Costa Rica, and I've been lucky enough to stay in an Airbnb that's basically in a jungle, and there is so much privacy. Like stepping out on the balcony, no one can see you, even though there is a neighbor. So you're not completely alone here, but it's basically super remote without being remote. So it's been lovely, beautiful location. The Wi-Fi has been so strong. I've been able to produce so much content, hold my calls, like everything's been fantastic. So on my Instagram stories, I've been getting a few questions, and the big question is, how did you get this experience as an influencer? So in today's video, I want to share with you how I was able to stay in this beautiful jungle Airbnb for an entire week with my boyfriend for free. This isn't my first time being an Instagram influencer as a digital nomad. I've been working for myself since 2013, full-time since 2014, and it wasn't until 2016 when I really grew my Instagram following to, I think it was like 50,000 followers in less than a year. Once I had that following, and I really grew that in the travel niche, right? Because I was a digital nomad, so I used a lot of my photos to build up my account. And once I had that following, brands would reach out to me. They would offer me digital nomad experiences in exchange for promoting their brand. So I do have this history, about 3 years worth of working with brands, especially in the digital nomad space. The big but is that's not how I make my money. That's not how my business earns its revenue. It's not through working with brands, whether free or paid. My business has many streams of revenue, one of which is my agency, where I do services for clients. Another one is my online courses. I also coach. I also affiliate for tools and other people's programs. So that's generally how I make my revenue for my business. Being an Instagram influencer was never my end game. I built up my Instagram profile as proof to future clients that I could do the same for them. But one of the cool kickback and side effects has been brands reaching out to me to give me amazing experiences like this one in exchange for me promoting it to my audience. So that's the backstory. This isn't the first time it's happened, but here's how I was able to stay in Costa Rica for a week for free. I have an agency, right? That's how I was able to first get started as a freelancer and then quit my job and work and travel online full time. One of my longest standing clients, AKA one of my faves, is called Clementine Fields, and they are an online beauty brand serving Canadians organic green beauty products. I've been working with them since probably 2015, and for a large part, my job was to grow their Instagram, create their newsletters, a lot of great content marketing services, if I do say so myself. So we have a long-standing relationship. We're both based in Toronto, but they knew early on that I worked online, so there were never in-person meetings. It was all phone calls and emails. Fast forward to this past summer, the summer of 2009, and Tom, the co-founder of Clementine Fields, emails me and he says, "Hey Elise, I don't know if you know this, but me and my family, we just built a home in Costa Rica. Would you be willing to help us out with our Instagram strategy in exchange for going there and staying for a week?" When that opportunity hit my inbox, it was a clear no-brainer. I asked if my boyfriend could also work remotely with me. So it was really a no-brainer offer. There was no wondering or questioning like, ooh, should I charge for this? Or, ooh, how much should I get paid? It's not about that for me. Because my business is already geared to bring in revenue from many streams, I don't have to worry about trying to charge brands and businesses when there's an influencer deal on the table. Truthfully, like what this experience would have cost me had I paid for it, upwards of thousands of dollars, that alone is worth it to me, to not charge the business, not charge the brand. I get to have this experience for free on the house in exchange for about half a day's worth of work. So before I got here to Costa Rica, I built out their new Instagram account. I built out their new strategy. So go ahead and check them out. They're at the Samara Jewel on Instagram. So that was about half a day's work where me and my agency developed their strategy for them. We delivered it to them. We had an hour-long call, so we walked through any questions and any how-tos. And then that was pretty much it. Once we got here to Costa Rica, I've just been sharing the experience through my Instagram stories of what it's like to live here for a week. And I think that's been really powerful, hopefully, for them as a brand to really drive attention to their offering, which is an Airbnb listing. So in my stories, I've been sharing a lot about our mornings here and how I've been able to work remotely from this beautiful location and some of the quirks about the town and some of the places that we've eaten at. So I've really tried to showcase through my stories what it's like to stay here. And I hope that that brings a lot of interest to the Samara Jewel and this beautiful home. And I just got a little pineapple delivery thanks to my boyfriend. So he has been really great to let me do stuff like this, make these videos, work, sometimes stress out about, what was I stressing about? Oh, YouTube. I was filming myself. Anyway, so he's been doing stuff like that, which has been really, really lovely. We're near the end of our trip. I don't think either one of us wants to leave. We're basically at the point where we're meeting with locals to check out properties here in Samara. So suffice to say, we've enjoyed ourselves here. It's been amazing staying at this property, the Samara Jewel, and that's essentially the story of how I was able to stay here for free. I have a long-standing client. We have a really good relationship. They're the ones who reached out to me and asked me to do some strategy work for them in exchange for coming here and promoting this experience for the week. What else you got?
I was thinking of making a smoothie.
Oh, there's the pineapple crown. So if you're a subscriber on my channel, which you should be, we've reached a point in the video where normally I deliver amazing high value tips. So I'm just trying to think, what would be a tip? One tip I would say, especially if you're a service-based entrepreneur, whether you offer services to clients or maybe you're a coach, one great thing to do is when you find clients that you love and you just work together really well, maintain that relationship. Keep that relationship going for as long as possible. With my agency, it's no longer my main revenue. I'm not really accepting new clients, but the clients who I still do have, they're there because we have that long-standing relationship and we work well together, and it's just been really, really fruitful, as they say. A second tip of mine is to try not to replicate my personal experience, because if you do, then you might think like, oh, I need 50,000 followers first, and then brands are gonna reach out to me. Today in 2019, going into 2020, it's a different world out there, and brands love working with micro influencers. So even if you have 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, reach out to brands. Like, you never know, they might be looking for your particular niche, your particular brand style, your messaging to represent them. So don't do exactly what I did. Don't wait for tens and thousands of Instagram followers to feel like you're worthy of being an influencer. I think I got my very first brand deal with Surf Office in Portugal when I had 5,000 followers. This was a couple years ago, but still 5,000 followers. And again, I got a week's stay for free in Portugal. So it's definitely possible. Make sure you're growing a really good, healthy account. Make sure you have a really awesome niche. And of course, if you need any trainings on any of these topics, check out my channel for those videos, and I'll link them down below too. Signing off from Samara, Costa Rica. I'll see you in the next video.
Signing off from sunny Samara, Costa Rica.